I am the fire. I am burning brighter, roaring like a drum. And I am the one I've been waiting for.
Feinics Gate! What is going on? It's the Feinics Gate podcast. We are back in black. Hey! So it's your favorite girl, Jade Feinics here, coming back at you. I'm sorry we missed you for the last week. We have, adulting to do, but we're back. We're doing it. Yeah! And as always, I have my beautiful co-host with me. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
How is everybody?
Hi. I love it. So, so Jade Feinics is here. Lithy is here.
Hello.
And we have a special guest this week, don't we, Lithy?
Yes, we do.
Who do we have?
You're going to kill me every
No, I'm
time.
not. I'm not going to kill you. But we got the Nasty Nandy.
Hello.
You have to tell me because I harmonize with you. Do the hello.
Yeah, let her know so I can cut the applause for your return.
I have a mic. It's hard for me so not to sing into this. It's so hard.
It's true. It's true. But, so on the Feinics Gate, we are actually going to be talking about, because we missed a week of you missed us for a week, and I'm so sorry.
You're sorry. I'm so sorry. But adulting sucks.
It does. I hate it. But it is what it is. On this point, we are going to be introducing a brand new fiery nugget of awesome to the podcast, and I'm going to let Lithy tell you all about it.
I know. I'm so excited. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. Well, hello, Feinics fans. So what we were thinking is to do Lithy's Scrolls, which each month we're going to be giving out at least 2 recommendations of books to read.
On top of what we are personally reading ourselves.
Exactly. I will let you know a personal book that I'm reading, and then I'll give you another recommendation. So, you can start, instead of just sitting there watching TV, read a book.
Yes.
Good stories, too. Really good stories. And then at the end of the month, we will be doing a live recording.
We will actually be able to have you guys call in. You're going to tell us if you did read any of our book recommendations. And if you didn't, you can talk to us about the show, what you may have liked over the past month. You can talk to us about the book that you did read, or you can give us any type of recommendation that you want us to include in Lithy's Scrolls, to just talk to us about the gate. And honestly, just so it's a way for us to connect to you, the travelers, because honestly, I do miss going live.
I do. And you know what? I think it's time.
It is time that the gate starts doing it again. What do you think, Nasty Nandy?
Be very interesting to watch you guys again.
Well, we're not going to be going video. That I think we'll be working up with. I think it's just mostly going to be audio for now.
Okay.
And then eventually I may bring back the Be Live on Facebook. I think I should do that.
I think we should.
Eventually. But only once a month, because honestly, give them just a little taste and have them wanting more.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to... Yeah. Sorry. So, I'm going to be giving 2 book I'm reading, a recommended book that I've probably either already read or have seen or have heard very good things of. And like we said, we'll be live at the end of the month, and definitely come in, see if tell us, have you read a book that we recommended, or even if, like Jade said here, give us a book that you read. Give us a book that, hey, I didn't read these 2 books, they weren't tickled my fancy, but this book did ABC. So we want to hear from you. We want to interact with you. So let's go. I'm going to get right into it.
Yes. And these will be featured on all of our social media pages. Yeah. So, yes. Tell us the book.
Okay. I love that sound. Okay, so the first book I've already read. It is called Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. It is a book about 21st century fairies and with mortals. It is a great book to read. Romance, a little bit, it's a mixture of fantasy and romance. I really enjoyed it. So the back is, Aslan has always seen fairies, powerful and dangerous. They walk hidden within the mortal world. When the rules that have kept Aslan safe from them stop working, everything's suddenly on the line. Her freedom, her best friend Seth, her life, everything. So that's just the back of the book. I think this was a great book that I read a while ago. So I don't know if it's still in print, but definitely you can check it out. Also, please...
You could probably get it on Amazon Books also. Playbooks,
or
iTunes
or something
we
like that.
don't mind if you don't do it in paperback.
Yeah, do however you want to read, your comfort level. If you do digital, if you do hard copy, all up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then...
Second recommendation!
The second one that I'm actually reading, everybody. So it's actually the Grishaverse. It's Shadow and Bone from sorry if I mispronounce your name, but Leah Bardugo. I don't want to say it's a new series.
It's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy. The Grishaverse, it's what it's called. The first book is Shadow of Bone. The back of it is Soldier, Summoner, Saint. Orphaned and expendable, Alina Starkrov, I'm sorry if I pronounce all these names wrong, is a soldier who knows she may not survive her first trek across the Shadowfold. I'm sorry, I have to really read this. A swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters. But when her regiment is attacked, Alina unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed.
Wow.
Yep. And now... Now, Elena will enter a lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of her notorious leader, the Darkling. He believes Elena can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold, reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her untamed gift.
So, if you guys find that intriguing, definitely pick it up.
Yes.
We will be posting photographs of the 2 book covers and the names on our Instagram and our Facebook. So be sure to give both a follow because, yes, this will be every introduction to Lithy Scrolls will happen in the very first podcast of the month.
Yes.
So being as it is Spooktember, these are the introductions to Lithy Scrolls for this month. And we would love for you guys to join us on our, reading these scrolls and having this new segment for us. And then at the very end of the month, every month from now on, we will be going live. There will be a number for you to call in so that you can talk to us live on air and, just shoot the shit.
Yep.
Because, I'm sure as much as you love our voices and hearing our lovely guest voices every month, you kind of want to be heard the way you used to be on Be Live.
Yes.
So join us every single month for Lithy Scrolls. She just told you the introductions for this month. They will be up on our Instagram and Facebook. But on that note, we have an amazing announcement! Yay! What is our announcement? Because it's amazing.
It's so good. Get ready. Everybody get ready.
Guess what?
We are on iHeartRadio!
So good. We
Congratulations.
finally made it to iHeartRadio. So we are now on every single streaming podcast service that you can think of.
Yes.
We are now on iHeartRadio. We are on Stitcher. We are on Spotify. We are on Amazon. We are on iTunes. We are everywhere.
Yes.
Oh, and we're on Pandora.
I was just going to say Pandora.
We're on Pandora.
What is it? Anchor?
Alexa.
Podbean? Alexa?
Yeah, the Alexa podcasts are on.
Really?
Yeah.
Now Alexa can hear us?
I know, she's always listening.
I know, she's always listening. But you know what? Listen. You got to listen.
Yes. But it is, I'm just so excited because honestly, while our brothers from the second rounds have been on iTunes and Amazon and iHeartRadio forever, the Feinics Gate was not.
Yeah.
But now we are.
Now we're part of the group.
Yay! We're the cool kids now. Yeah, buddy. We're the cool
Heading
kids.
straight from the underground.
Yes. Started from the bottom, now we here. Shut up. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me, sir.
There's no judging.
The Feinics Gate is an all-inclusive podcast. Thank you very much. We don't judge here. I may judge you, though. It's happening. It's happening right now.
It's happening.
It's happening right
now.
now.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
Judgment.
If you could see us right now, The stare.
The stare.
Yeah, I love it. Anyways, but that was something really good news that we needed this week. So we got
did.
that. We got that. We are so happy. Guys, look us up on iHeartRadio. Start clicking that. Start downloading the cast. Start listening. And all these obviously will be fresh and juicy, available to you every Wednesday. Today we're obviously we're a little late this week because adulting. And we didn't come to you live last week because adulting. So it is what it is on that one. But on top of that, I do have another announcement, Lithy.
What is it?
I
so
am
excited
starting a journey. We're going on an adventure. Oh my God, yes. And it actually has a lot to do with this week's
topic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It does. It does. I am starting.
What are you starting? Let's go.
Because okay, so real talk. COVID made me fat.
Yep.
Again.
I think
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
COVID has made me fat, and not going to conventions has not helped me keep in cosplay shape. And I hate that I have to say that I am not in cosplay shape right now. I mean, I still look good. Let's not get twisted.
You look so good, dear. I love you.
I still look. Thank you. I still look good.
You still look gorgeous.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous.
You're amazing. Thank you. But I gained some COVID weight. I'm not going to lie. I gained some COVID weight. And so a friend of mine, this guy Jason, we know him through the cosplay scene because he's a great photographer.
Yes.
And he actually was telling me how he lost a lot of weight. And how his coach, this woman, Julia, she's freaking amazing. I adore her. And I just got, actually, when you showed up today, Lithy, I was just getting off of a conference call with the group. And they're talking about, it's been around for years and a lot of people forget about it, is Beachbody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, all right, I bit the bullet. I invested a little bit of money into it. And now I'm going to be doing, it's called the, I think it's 80-day motivation or something like that.
With the coaches, right? And or your mentors, or
well, it's a program. It's an 80-day program that is basically, Beachbody if you know P90X.
Yes.
You know Beachbody if you know Insanity. That's all Beachbody. So what I'm doing with this, and I actually forgot, and on my conference call, and it was so funny because I mentioned it during the conference call. I had said I didn't even realize that P90X was Beachbody.
Oh, really?
And I've done P90X. I did P90X back when it first came out.
On those DVDs.
And then to continue with it, because P90X is a lot more weights and to build muscle. Right, Nandy? You've done P90X.
I tried it. It was a little too much.
A little too much?
Yeah.
P90X is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot harsher on the body. Also, what is it?
Insanity.
That... I did Insanity, actually.
Yeah, you have the DVDs, correct?
I have the DVDs, and I saw professional athletes that were on the DVDs walking off stage to go to vomit because it's so much cardio.
It's intense. It's
very intense.
So, like, the perfect example is with my P90X that I have. I had actually gotten from a friend. Don't ask how. Years ago, and it's actually on my PlayStation 3. I'm dating.
Wow.
I am dating I'm showing my age. Shut up. Yeah, it's wow. So yeah, don't laugh at me. I'm old. Leave me alone.
You're not. You're still gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. So basically, I did the P90X when I first got into the fire department.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that's going like about 14, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, I'm dating myself. But I put that, it was all digital for me on my PlayStation 3. And then I liked the P90 program, but it was a little bit too much. So when infomercial late at night said they offered something similar to it, same company, Beachbody, and it was the Turbo Fire. But I have the DVDs of this.
Yeah.
So I have the hard copies of this, and I actually got more motivated using these hard copies than I did with the digital.
Yeah.
Which definitely ties in with our theme for this week. Because what are we talking about, guys?
We're talking about hard copy. Hard copy versus digital copy.
Hard copy versus digital, period.
Exactly.
So for me, obviously using my new Beachbody journey, which guys, I will be posting up on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, because I don't want to flood the Feinics Gate with it, but I could tie it into it if I want to. I will be posting on my personal Instagram page and, my TikTok and all those other things. I will be posting my 80-day journey with this new program. Now, to tie it in with what we're talking about this week on the Feinics Gate is, did you ever notice that you did a little better with DVD form of any type of anything? Working out, yoga, all this stuff. Because during COVID, so much became offered to us digitally.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
That's correct.
That it kind of is a little overwhelming, I think.
I don't think it's overwhelming.
Explain your position. Defend your position, sir.
I don't think it's overwhelming because it's becoming part of the new era in entertainment. For example, just like when CDs made it more convenient to store or to put away or to do anything like that. Now it goes straight to you.
You find that it's a little bit
easier to access.
Much easier to access. Granted, I don't agree with the price on some of the items, but it makes things a lot easier and a lot safer. I agree
a little bit. Certain things, I agree with that. I do.
Okay.
But like Jade said, like certain things, like I did the Insanity for 30 days when I got it. And that was like on my PlayStation 4, I'd probably be like, okay, it's there. I'll get to it.
Yeah, exactly my point.
It's Tuesday. I can have my cheat donut and then I'll get to it tomorrow.
Thank you. Because at least with Turbo Fire, when I was doing the Turbo Fire with the DVDs, I had to physically put in the DVD and do the program.
And mentally prepare yourself for that.
Right.
Cardio workout.
Oh my God. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes, and to tie in with your scrolls. I personally prefer having the actual book.
I need the physical.
I need the physical copy of a book in my hand.
Yeah, there's just something about the actual physical book that you're sitting there and I'm physically opening a book right now, and just having the pages in between your fingers and getting lost in those words, because the printing industry it's not as popular, but it's still around. And these people who print these books have so much passion for it. I mean, I watched a whole documentary on it. This guy wakes up at the crack of dawn. I need to find the documentary. I don't really remember it.
Was it on Netflix?
I think it was on Netflix. I don't
quote you on it.
Don't quote me on it, please.
We'll put it up on our social media later on what the actual name is and where to find it.
But this guy got up at 4:30 in the morning. He went to work because those books needed publishing. I was like, wow, that's a lot, and to bring certain things like that over to digital, yes, it's easier, but you lose that passion. For me, you lose that love. And I don't want to lose that love.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a love. I think it's more of an authenticity.
Yeah.
Just like with a comic book, you're not just for the story. You're there for the artistry.
Exactly.
You're there to see, how the artist drew, designed, what does the character look like.
What they sat and go through.
Yeah.
My friend is actually he came out, Token Studios. His name is Connor Fitzgerald. I went to school with him. Spellslinger is his new comic. He just released it, and it's incredible. And I've seen him.
Did he release it digital or just hard copy?
Hard copy as well. You can get it on Amazon. Spellslinger series.
Plug.
Oh, plugs. Token. I know it's Token Studios on Patreon. Patreon, yes. And his name is Connor Fitzgerald. I will get you his plugs in a moment.
Okay.
But he just, he's an artist. He was a great artist back in school, and this is 10 years ago.
Okay.
Aging myself too now. And I remember him coming up with this idea, and the love he put into it, and now he released it, and just what you're saying, the artwork and everything with certain, you gotta have physical copies of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
I
can't have that.
Agree with
you can't have digital with that.
No, I agree with you on that. Honestly, because Nasty Nandy and I, we argue about this all the time. In fact, we were just talking about it before we started to record, is Nintendo, in honor of its 35th anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm older than Nintendo, but not by much.
Oh, no.
Only a couple of months. We're born the same year. But he was just mentioning how Nintendo is releasing how many games? 4?
They just released the pre-orders for 3 to 5 new games. Next week, which is supposed to be the big anniversary, they're releasing the 64 versions of the Marios, the Mario 64, Galaxy, and Sunshine, I think it was called, and it's all gonna be one bundle. So that's like for like 60.
Is it only a digital?
Yeah, no, it's not digital. It's just it'll be a hard. Of course, there's gonna be probably a hard copy version, but I think the All-Star is gonna be only digital, just like they did with the emulators for Super Nintendo and Nintendo.
Right.
Then they are coming out with a new one, Mario 3D with Bowser's Fury. That's supposed to be February of next year,
2021.
2021.
All right. See, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, he turned around and he said to me immediately that he was like, well, I already pre-ordered the digital copies for my Switch. And I looked at him, I go, okay, that's great. I want the hard copy ones.
Exactly.
Like, when it comes to me, for some reason, with video games especially, unless it is a digital release game only, I want the game. Like, PS5, that just got announced finally. We got a date. Was it Black Friday?
Are you kidding
They're
me?
saying November 27th, but now because of the release of the Xbox, they might do it November 13th.
So they may push it up.
There
Right.
is a push
I'm also
up.
still, like, this is going on a little tangent here. I'm mad at you, PlayStation. You lied to us. How
Dun, dun.
dare you?
Dun, dun,
you
dun.
lied. You
don't
told
like
us.
that.
You told us that this system was going to be fully backwards compatible. It isn't. It is only backwards compatible with PlayStation 4 games and only certain ones. How dare you?
Wait, but didn't they do that when the PlayStation 4 came out?
They
Yes.
did, where
They
they said
did
it would
that.
be backwards compatible
With only 3.
With
With
3.
only 3.
Right, and PlayStation 3 was backwards compatible with 2, and PlayStation 2 is backwards compatible with 1. Yeah, but you gave us the promise that PlayStation 5
was going to be this upcoming system that you could play everything on it. And
4, 3, 2, 1. How dare you sit there and say, oh no, it's only going to be PlayStation 4, and it's only going to be certain games, and then still force us to rebuy all the games that we know and love
Exactly.
Again.
again. Like, you money-grabbing bastards.
So let me get this straight.
Angry.
Now I'm angry because I just purchased, well, before I purchased it on April 30th, by the way, the collector's edition to Valhalla. Not Valhalla. Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Valhalla.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to rebuy it. Sony, I think you should give 3 games away for free because you lied.
Not even just that. I don't know. Like, did you buy it in the PlayStation 4 format?
Because that was
Well,
was when
they
it was
said
released for the collector's edition.
It's most likely going to be backwards compatible then, because
They
you
better.
bought that for PlayStation 4
Yeah.
and PlayStation 5 was announced but not official.
Exactly.
So most likely your copy will work on a PlayStation 5.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because that was a lot of money that you spent on
Yes, that was.
You know, and the fact that, like, your PlayStation 5 is also coming in the ability where it, again, is one of those systems that is giving us, you either get one that is only digital,
Correct.
or
Or
you
a
get
hard
one that
copy.
has hard copy and digital.
A disc, yeah.
The one that you can put in the discs to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry, I have a ton of PlayStation 4 games that I'm not going to rebuy on a digital system.
Exactly.
Not gonna
That's
do
not
it.
fair.
Not gonna
That's-
do it.
That's almost laundering.
Well, I'm more likely going to go digital. I think it's becoming a lot easier.
Him and I, we argue, because obviously, you know,
It's
I said
more
to
the
him,
storage.
the storage,
storage, yeah.
definitely.
But you know what? I'm actually in between with this one.
Okay.
For video games, because certain games, also with like anime and like certain TV shows, I will buy the physical copy. Friends had to happen on Blu-ray. Certain games that like Spyro, The Last of Us, any Assassin's Creed game, I will have the physical copy. But if it's certain games that, like, what was that, Man-Eater? That little silly game that you play as a shark and you eat shit and you kill people and...
Oh, I
It
think
was
that's Man-Eater.
Man-Eater. I bought that digital. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Right.
want, like, something like, I'll play it,
Right.
but I don't want that, you know, holding up my storage of...
Right.
the ones
like
that,
the emulators that I have on my Switch. It's
Exactly.
digital.
Yeah.
It's a digital thing.
Yes.
But, I do also have Retro Duo here, and I have the original Nintendo, and I have the original Sega, and I do play my physical games.
yeah. Because that's
Still.
what we had back in the day.
Not
That's
even just
what-
the back in the day thing. It's just honestly because I'm sorry, an emulator just cannot give you the same feeling.
No, it
it,
doesn't.
it can't do it.
It can't.
It can't do it.
But like
Well,
that's
it's
the thing.
it's more giving a newer generation the capability of playing games that we used to play when we were younger. The problem is, thank you. The problem is it's the format, and that's the biggest issue. I can give my nephew, like sooner or later, I would probably give him a controller. He'd be like, "What the hell is this?" But you gotta give him a tablet. He'll fully know and how to operate it.
Right. I mean, like, perfect example. My half-sister and half-brother, they are 15 and 17 years younger than I am. They can work... I tried showing my half-sister a game where she physically had, like, I think it was a Sega game, and I tried to show her this years ago, and she couldn't do it. She had no idea. She was like, well, where's the touch screen? What?
There is no touch.
Honey, you push the buttons to make it work. But why? Because that's how you make the game work. But why?
That's how it was back
I mean,
in
my
the day.
my half-sister's also not a gamer. She's not a gamer. I mean, honestly, I think out of all of my mother's children and my father's children, I think I'm the gamer, and I think my brother Declan is the gamer. I don't know. But, yeah. So there's that. I personally... Like, I know a lot of people that liked when Animal Crossing, the New Horizons game came out.
That was
A
awesome.
lot of people decided they were going to buy the digital copy for their Switch. I insisted on having the hard copy because also it's a storage thing for me. I'm not going to go out constantly buying SD cards and external drives to store the games that I love. And I'm not going to delete the games that I love because I
hated
need to
that.
make space.
Exactly. That was the worst thing.
Oh, and
That
then I
was
have to
the
re-download the
worst.
whole goddamn thing again, and that takes hours to... No!
I just did that with one of my games that I wanted to replay. I was going to let you know the Sinking City. Something happened with the licensing, and they took it off the PlayStation Store. Thank God I had the actual hardcover, or the hardcover. I keep doing that. The hard copy of it, because then I'm like, well, then I deleted it off my PlayStation because, I only have, 4 gigs or some bullshit? 8 gigs, whatever?
Depending on your PlayStation.
Depending on the place. I had, the first one. Like, when they first...
The PS4?
Oh, the PS4
The
first.
PS4.
The
the
alpha
first,
version?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
That's 2.
It's like
I think it's 4
yeah.
or 2. 4 or 2 gigabyte or gigabytes.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have
And
to have
that forces you to get the external.
which I had to get. I got the 1 terabyte.
I
because
do,
I
I
had
have the same.
so many games on that.
Yes.
And then and you know what? I even was thinking about that when I put the copy into my PlayStation so it can start downloading again. I was like, thank God I got this. I had the hard copy. Because then what?
I don't know.
The games that are on the PlayStation Store or on the whatever
it stores
Xbox.
it in your account, but it's still not the same because remember, PlayStation's constantly changing.
Yeah.
Originally, didn't we also have wasn't it PlayStation Plus?
PlayStation Now.
It was PlayStation Plus.
It
And
was
now-
Plus. Now
yeah,
it's
that's
now.
Now it's now.
Is that still the subscription? Wait, isn't it the PlayStation
s-
Plus and then? Oh, that's new. I never heard of that.
Yeah, no,
now.
because I have PlayStation Now where it charges me like $10 a month.
What?
Yeah, I know. I got to double check what that subscription is.
I heard of that.
It's subscribing me. It's $10 a month, and I think it gives me access to a ton of games,
like retro games,
and other stuff like that. I haven't been able to really sit down and really play on my
have to check that
PlayStation
out,
in
but-
months. But I'm getting charged like $10 a month, and I think it gives me access to a whole bunch of digital games, which is
Yeah.
great if you play. But here's the thing: you got to download the game to make it work.
Yeah.
And like there are games like Monster Hunter. I love that game.
We need to hook up because I have Monster Hunter.
Good, because I love that game.
I love it.
You and I will start streaming, and I'm sorry if you're hearing all the background noises behind us, because like I said, the Nest is a very busy.
Those are my
way.
joints. Don't think of it. Those are my joints that needs, oil. My bad.
Oil can. Oil can. It is. I'm hearing these sounds. Ah, there it goes.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
I don't know why I can't hear
All right, kids.
I'm still learning this thing, damn it.
It's okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that one girl in the background laughed too long. She needs to stop.
Yeah, like, really? Anyways. But basically what I'm thinking about this is it really comes down to preference. Mm-hmm. I personally prefer the hard copy of things because I'm a bit of a hoarder. I like having my hoard where I can sit there and show off to people that come to the nest.
That's the dragon soul in you.
It really is.
That I know we're the phoenix. I am the dragon, but I am the same way. I need to.
Even phoenixes store things in their nests, okay?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Your feathers are bright and gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm dark scaled and I have hordes of books.
And other things.
And other things. and Diet Coke.
But it's like there's definitely a dragon soul inside of me because I
Yes.
hoard collectibles. I hoard games. I mean, like there are just some things that you want physically. You just have to have it.
Perfect example. He's not here, but Dan is the worst.
Hoarder?
I have, okay, back in the day. Not really back in the day, but like the CD cases, the ones that are like 2,500, you can store 2,500 CDs. Okay, I have 5 of those filled with movies.
I admit nothing because that's kind of me and Nandy's problem.
Yeah, that.
I don't
when we moved, 4 or 5 boxes each were just our DVDs and video games.
That's crazy. And not crazy, but that's great.
Yeah, it's great, but then where the fuck do you put it?
Well, this is the hoarding problem that we hoarders have. We
This
just
is why
need
digital's easier.
Yes, digital is easier, but you know what? Honestly, also, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and I honestly don't want people following on a digital. And yes, we live in a digital era, and yes, we live in a digital age, and we have since we were all born in the 80s. That was the beginning of it. Mm-hmm. But I honestly also think that people track you personally through your digital purchases.
They do.
I absolutely think so.
Yeah.
No, they do.
Oh, I know
it's
they
like
do.
That, what is that shit from Facebook? Like you start talking about something and then
You think
literally,
that we're gonna go on our Facebooks later and
there's
there's gonna be
ads.
Yeah.
Ads.
Oh my god.
And you know what? I even sit there. I'm like, I just spoke to Dan about this. I really just fucking did that. And they're listening. I know they're listening.
Perfect
so you know what?
example.
Read a book.
Perfect
Listen
example.
To that.
He mentioned his nephew. How much you want to bet he's going to go on his Facebook, and there's going to be ads for diapers, children's stuff, all sorts of stuff like that. I'm going to go on my Facebook now because I said it out loud, and my phone is listening.
Beachbody's going to pop up.
Our phone is listening. Beachbody advertises, or even the stuff that rivals Beachbody, or the things that they also offer through Beachbody is going to come up in my ads, or different fitness things is going to come up in my ads.
Which also, another fitness one that I remember that I do have. It's of the old wrestler. He did a whole thing.
Diamond Dallas's yoga?
Yeah.
DDP yoga.
Yeah, DDP Yoda.
Yoga.
I can English. Anyway,
English you can.
no, my dad does it. And it's really good. My dad does that.
DDP yoga's great. I've heard nothing but excellent reviews about DDP yoga. When we met him at Comic-Con, he actually, I mentioned it to him, and he was like, "Thank you. I really made that for people because I think Diamond Dallas Page broke his neck."
Yep.
He broke his neck and he had a back injury.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
So he
herniated
tailored this
discs.
program to people that have injuries.
And
my dad does it every day, and he had 9 back surgeries, neck surgeries. Got to get a cage for his neck.
But did he get it digitally?
No.
He got the DVDs.
He got the DVDs.
Ah.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing with the DVDs. I had Married with Children, the complete set.
He loves that show.
I love that show. I cannot find the first season.
I know where to get it.
I knew it.
There goes that asshole neighbor of mine with his shitty ass car.
Yeah, I cannot find the first disc, and I'm like, where the
I
hell
thought
is
somebody
the
was
first
laughing,
disc?
honestly.
No, it's a neighbor that lives around here, and he has the most obnoxious muffler.
Oh.
And you'd think that with all of our new toys to play with here at the gate that we wouldn't have so much outside interference, but we still do. My apologies for that.
Sorry, guys.
Whatever. It's so unprofessional. But unfortunately, I'm poor, and granted, we have new toys and everything, but I do not have the ability to build myself a soundproof fucking room. Okay? Thanks, bye.
It's fine. We're gonna figure it out.
It's fine.
We got it.
It is what it
out.
is. Are you kidding me? We sound so much better already from last week's.
I know, it sounds so good.
Oh my god. Last week with the oh, I mean, seriously, you'd think one of us was having sex while doing the cast. Get out of here.
Monotone. You did guys sound like you guys were in a stereo system.
Yeah.
We sounded like we were in stereo.
Yeah.
That would mean that we are not monotone. Thank you. That
Well, you know what I mean.
no.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make a statement, actually know what you're talking about.
You're welcome.
Nice try, though.
I know.
I appreciate it. But either way, the other thing but here's the thing I'm going to point out about hard copy, believe it or not, that actually could be a problem. Looking at it the same way you would a digital and be like, later. I'll deal with this later.
Yeah.
I'll do this later. I have so many yoga DVDs that Nandy bought me and back injury stuff and workout DVDs that honestly I look at sometimes and I'm like,
Later.
yeah, later. So then I'll take the DVD out or I'll access it and I'll put it up on the screen. I'll be like, all right, I'll get to it in a little bit. And then I scroll through TikTok for like a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, TikTok is also, it's a curse almost, I think.
I love it. I love TikTok. So much TikTok. Join us on TikTok. Yes. We have our own TikTok handles. I'm the Gothic Little Mermaid on it, _ between each word. Lithy, what's your TikTok handle?
I believe it's Lithy's cosplay, but I gotta.
I think it is.
I think
it's all one word.
Just type in Lithy, you'll find me.
Right. And Nandy, believe it or not, has a TikTok.
I do not TikTok though.
He doesn't have any videos, but he's
No,
there.
I'm there.
we're gonna get you to do some.
He did one. He helped me with one, but
Yeah,
he
I
wasn't on
helped.
film. It was on my TikTok.
I'm gonna actually start doing my TikToks. I got all.
Do it!
I have all my stuff now.
So yeah, Phoenix fans, Phoenix travelers, everybody, second rounds peoples, everybody, because I'm also the first lady of the second rounds. Go follow my Lithy.
Yes, please.
Give her loving on her TikTok channel.
You're gonna be meeting actually Lithy.
You're gonna actually see what Lithy looks like.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not that great, but it's okay.
Shut up. How dare you?
Okay.
Oh,
No.
Dario.
You're beautiful. There you go. Yay. You're beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. But either way, that's the other problem, I guess, and that's the other thing that that just comes down to the human condition. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, we give you a book to read, but that doesn't mean you're gonna read it.
Exactly.
You can buy the book. That doesn't mean you're gonna. It could gather dust. Like Fernando and I went to BookCon last May, and I have a stack of books from BookCon. And I've only read so far 3 of them. 4 of them. I've gotten through 4 of them.
You should see my piles in my apartment.
That you're like, I'll read that tomorrow.
I'll read that. I'll read this, and I do read them. But I have like 15 piles, like 5 foot high piles of books that I have not read.
You mean
But
like how I am with my witch books? Sorry to cut you off.
But then goes back to what I was saying before. Like you were talking about. Okay, another thing, conditioning. Mm-hmm. Okay, with DVDs and CDs, yeah, as great as it is, how many times have we scratched them up?
Oh.
And then they don't play no more.
And
then you have to rebuy them
And then
again.
you have to rebuy it again if they even sell it. Same with a book.
Well,
You lose a page, book is no good.
okay, if you lose any of my books pages, you gonna die.
Pretty much. Yeah,
I in high school when I used to lend my books out, I had people physically sign waivers that if my book is not returned into the actual pristine condition that I lent it to you, you're buying me a new book. I'm not kidding you. I'm crazy about
she
my
is
books.
a little nuts like that. It's kind of like, why? I'm like, I will never borrow a book from you, but you can borrow mine. Unless it's my witch books. Then I'm like, bitch, I will kill you.
I trust you if you want to borrow any of my books. I trust you. I know for a fact.
Yay.
So,
because I'm a bibliophile just like you.
And my cats know not to even go near my books. Like the
Mine
stats,
have learned.
Miso stops 2 feet and goes, you know what? No, my ass.
Mine have learned. Rocky Meowboa is learning.
He's young though. He's
so is Ghost, and he knows.
Because he saw me whoop Miso's ass the other day because I saw him chewing on my book. I was like, have you lost your fucking mind, cat? And Miso looked at me and I looked at him and he was like, you know what? You're right. I did lose my mind. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. And he walked away like, I'm sorry.
Tail in between the legs like a dog.
Yeah. And Ghost was like, whoa.
And I'm going to sit here. I'm going to point something out because I know personally about Nandy. Excuse me, sir. Family Guy.
Oh.
I stopped.
Yeah, but up until what? The 12th season or something like that?
13th.
Yeah, you still have every single DVD set.
I have
Sir.
no shame of that.
Sir. Mr. I'm all about the digital life. Sir.
Yeah, and look where I have.
But I agree with him too. I'm the same way. Certain shows, even like anime shows, certain shows, I just need the physical copy.
Because here's the other thing that I can point out to you digital file people. You have no internet. You have no digital.
No, that's technically not entirely true.
Yes, it is. If
That's
you cannot
with the
play,
TV.
well, not just the TV. You can't play a digital video game if you don't have internet, unless it's downloaded on the system, and even then, it doesn't play correctly because you need to be connected to the internet.
No, she has a point. She does have a point, and I understand your point. Because, like, like, for Apple, like, let's say, because I buy a lot of my stuff through Apple sometimes, like, Ace Attorney, that anime TV show, mint. Awesome. Hilarious. But I couldn't watch it if it wasn't physically fully downloaded onto my phone.
Right, and
then
that
I
takes
could
up space on your phone.
Exactly. So I'd watch it and then delete it, and then you just keep going back and forth, and it's like, it's not even worth it. Let me just get the hard copy.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand because like you got Spotify. Spotify does not let you download the music on your phone.
Neither does Pandora.
No.
You know, it goes through a server.
Streamer.
Yeah.
But it does have offline. Pandora at least will give you the offline where if you save a song, it'll
play it.
Yeah, you can play it. It's not saved on your phone. It's saved in your Pandora account. Plug,
Right.
plug, Pandora. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
But like, even if you can't get to the internet, or say, God forbid, you're using a phone that's not connected to something, you can still listen to some songs. You just can't listen to the rotation that they have on their different channels.
Yeah, but-
Spotify doesn't have that.
Oh, Spotify does have that.
Oh, you have an offline list?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
never
I
mind. I
didn't know
stand
that.
corrected. Hey, did you know that the Feinics Gate's on Spotify?
Ooh, plug.
You can actually put us and listen to us offline.
There you go.
There you go.
Download us, listen, subscribe. Love us.
Yes. Give us the play that we need, sirs and gentlemen and ladies, and
Yes,
however you
Reginald.
identify. Honestly, however, like, you could be a they, a them, and listen to the Feinics Gate because we're awesome.
Your ears are not gender specific. Your ears listen to everything.
Let us rape your ear holes.
Well, whoa.
Do
Whoa.
it. Give in to the gate. Yes. All right, I'm going to take that back. Let us not. Rape is too strong of a word to use,
Earworm
honestly.
you?
In this culture, I will not use that word.
What's a better word? What's a better
Earworm?
word?
Earworm. We're going
Let's
to earworm.
your ear hole.
Yeah,
Wait.
earworm your earwig it. We're going to earwig it.
Earwig it. I like that
We're
one.
going
That's
to
cute.
earwig it. We're earwigging you, yeah. Because honestly, cancel
Earwigging.
culture is so horrible. I really don't want us to be canceled before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
We'll figure it out.
we'll talk about cancel culture on a future episode of the Feinics Gate podcast. Because, like, we are one of those podcasts that really don't give a fuck what
Nope.
anybody thinks or what anybody says, because we're going to say it.
No, but
We are
like
gonna
I
say it.
like it goes back and forth. For example, if you want to talk about hard copies, for example, like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you will never see on a digital system.
No.
Never.
No. And it's been called, people have asked for it.
Yeah, but the problem is you get a modified version of just Punch Out with what they call Mr. Dream, which everyone knows who it really is. They just changed the name. But
It's
if-
like the costumes for Halloween. Like, oh, this is ladybug wine instead of Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
That's
no.
obviously Batman, guys.
Try again.
but then like there's other things.
I mean, licensing and everything.
yeah,
we get
that's
it.
that's basically
We
what it was.
get it with licensing. But here's the thing. If you have the hard copy, you don't need licensing because you own it.
Yeah, exactly. You own it.
You just
have
can't
it.
redistribute it.
And that's also for
We
digital.
know that people do it.
That's also good point that you brought that up also, because game sharing. If you like, I remember a while ago I was game sharing when Monster Hunter just released. Then all of a sudden my account got suspended because I didn't have the licensing and I was illegally doing something.
Right.
It's like, how do you know?
Like not even that. It's like not even how do you know. It's they know.
They know.
They know.
They know.
But like my whole thing is, all right, cool. I'm not doing this to be malicious. I'm not doing this to turn a profit. It's part of the I'm doing it for the sheer pleasure that I get in a game or a book or music or anything that you can share through. And that's the other thing I love about the digital age. I love that I don't have to go sit next to my radio with a freaking tape deck, okay, and wait until the commercials end and play the song. And
you
record the song and then hand it out to my friends. I like that I don't have to illegally download shit through Napster. Oh, yeah.
But that was gonna be my next point. Two big name bands did the complete opposite. AC/DC, their last album, you only get the no digital copies.
None.
They refused.
None.
You had to go buy the hard copy, the actual CD in Walmart because they had an exclusive deal with Walmart. Turn around, U2 did the same thing with Apple, gave their album out for free
Yep.
on everyone's iTunes.
Which I didn't. I thought I downloaded it, and I was like, "Where did I download this?"
Yeah, that became
I
that,
didn't.
that became a big conspiracy theory after that. But that goes to how people are looking at everything. You know, between the hard copy and the digital.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't want CDs. Or it does come down to a thing of space.
Correct.
Whether it's physical space or digital space.
And that's a problem we were just talking about before.
Yeah.
Where
Or
we're gonna
preference.
where we're gonna put all our games and all our stuff.
all
That's
of our
why,
collectibles in the new nest when the nest is finally finished
and
being
that's
constructed.
and that's why we were talking about before with the PlayStation 5. I'm gonna go digital. She's gonna buy the one with you could buy the disc.
well, he's gonna buy it for me, but
But still, I think it's easier just to have both. It's easier to have both
also
because
it's the two systems because then honestly he can play on his system in one room, I
Yeah.
can play on my system in another room, and
And
we can
that's-
still play the same game.
And I totally agree with that because me and Dan are going to do that. He's
Right.
like, "Oh, let's just get one." No,
No.
I'm getting mine, and you're getting yours.
Well, because that's the other thing is also because he's a digital fan, I don't want him clogging up my
Yeah.
system with all his digital shit, and then I cannot do anything because there's no room.
correct.
You know, and that's why we have two separate Switches. You know, that's why like we have two separate PlayStations. That's why there is an Xbox One here, and he don't got one.
I don't understand.
refuse.
Shut up. It's good system if you like certain games,
Which ones?
Whoa.
MOBA games.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, you want me to womp it? Fine.
Thank you.
Xbox is not that bad anymore.
That's another conversation.
That's another podcast.
That's a whole other that's a whole other day.
No, but now
All right, I'm sorry.
she was talking about before with the Family Guy. Yes, I liked having the DVDs. It was cool, but that was during the time. But like I said, at the time we just only had CDs. Streaming wasn't available then.
It was if you had a Napster account, or what was the original one?
Oh, Napster was the
Napster
original.
was the original, and then it was LimeWire, which
Oh
was
my-
just basically computer aids.
Yeah.
I mean,
God, LimeWire.
and then we would burn our CDs
Correct.
Yeah.
on like the super CD that could hold like 50 or 60 songs and be like, I don't feel like listening to this. And then, of course, then after that, it evolved into the iPod.
Yeah, the iPod.
Or what was it? The Zoom or
The
something?
Zune.
Yeah, the Zoom.
Zune.
No,
Zoom.
Zune.
Yeah, because Zoom is Zoom my phone, and then but Zoom is also now the meeting app that everybody's using.
Oh, yeah,
because
you're
they
right.
use that more than they use Skype.
Duh. Well, Skype sucked.
Skype
so.
still sucks. But like these is the kind of things that I'm saying. Like, I love certain things digitally. I love the fact that I can go on because I remember here. Let's go back. Netflix used to be DVDs,
Yep.
where you would have the subscription where you would get 1 DVD, 2 DVD, 3 DVD, all you wanted delivered straight to you, and then you send it back.
Correct.
And then they introduced their streaming service, and then all of a sudden after that they completely got rid of the DVDs altogether and went completely digital. Cool, that's great, but not all the things that I want to see
Is on Netflix.
is on Netflix. You don't have the ultimate catalog that they had back in the day when it was
Yep.
DVDs too.
Yeah, but that was a limited amount. But going back to what you're
Limited
saying,
amount notwithstanding, it was still there. It was still available.
it's still available. But the thing is, now look what happened. Napster took out because they went digital.
Napster killed the music store.
Yep, killed Sam Goody and all those other good stores.
And then Netflix killed Blockbuster.
Yep.
Yes.
Netflix killed Blockbuster, and then eventually just killed videos in DVD
In general.
services in general.
Yep.
And now the video game systems are actually joining in the effort.
Where you're gonna kill the video game store.
Yep.
You're gonna
GameStop.
kill the actual store. Like
Yeah, GameStop's already like
start.
hurting.
Yeah, well, the
Aren't-
pandemic did it too.
Yeah.
Pandemic did it
And
too.
Yeah.
GameStop also did it too. Though.
Yeah, but GameStop, while granted it is a evil company that, screws you over in a lot of ways when it comes to
Yup.
certain things.
Employment.
No, but
Do better.
But going back to what I was saying before, like
Or just tell me that you don't need me anymore. Don't keep me on the schedule and then 3 months later send me a letter going, you haven't showed up. Well, you didn't schedule me.
Do better.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Like she's saying, going back with, like, I could download now all the Family Guy series and now take it in a small.
Not even that. We can go on Hulu and watch it.
But I can take it with a flash drive and, like, say, for example, I don't have my access to Hulu or anything like that. Put it on like on a laptop or anything like that, and I could plug it and watch it via during.
Yeah,
And it's like I could bring my whole video catalog with me.
I don't disagree with you because I like doing that on my different tablets and iPads and my phone. I have tons of books that I would love to have a hard copy of on my phone. I'm not going to deny this. I do. I have an iPad that I use. You know, like I do have an iPad. Considering I'm not an Apple person, I have an iPad and it has internet access because it has its own number. You know, I got it through Spectrum, and you know, Spectrum had a big thing where if you signed up 2 years ago, I think it was, if you signed up as a brand new customer, you got a brand new iPad. I love that goddamn thing. It works
loved it.
anywhere.
I got my small little iPad when I was at LAU Post dorming, and they were like, "Oh, you're a student? Here's a free iPad." And you know what? I loved it. I laid in my bed and I watched Netflix with the little headphone. Like that was it.
My grandparents don't understand it. Now, my grandparents are 90 years old. They are the kind of people that still like to go to a library. They have to. They love the library.
I'm sorry, it's a torture zone. I can't walk into a library. I mean, I go to a library. I just personally can't do it. It's torture.
I agree.
They bend spines.
But they like. This is what I'm saying. Like they don't understand technology.
That's their norm.
That's not their norm.
No, not technology, but like a library.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and they like to read. My grandparents love to read. And they also don't understand the streaming services, so they really rely on cable. And if nothing's on cable, they sit there and watch the news. But I used to tell them, like, Grandpa, you know, you love this kind of stuff. If we give you a Fire Stick, you can go and watch any of the shows that you want to see and not have to wait for them to come on cable.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, he didn't get it. He don't understand it. He don't like it. My uncles, who helped my grandmother because she loves to read, bought her a Kindle Fire. Okay? She never even turned it on. He bought her a laptop. Never even used it. She refuses. Like, she's the kind of person that she, like, you know how bills are paperless now, which I prefer because it helps the environment, which is another top part of this topic where it's like digital versus hard copy, helping the environment or not, whatever. Because it does in some ways, but whatever. She didn't even use it. Never turned it on. So you know who has it now? Me. It's mine. I use it. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, our generation gets it, kind of. The younger, the Zennials, the Millennials, and the Generation X, we get the technology.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have it growing up. So for us, we were on the beginning of a lot of the digital stuff that we see now. And that's why we sit here and a lot of us prefer the digital because we didn't have it. So for us, it's a novelty. Meanwhile, you have Generation Z and all these new babies that have never had to experience anything except digital.
Our nephew's going to be technologically advanced than us.
Well, yeah, he's only like, what, 4 months,
Well,
6 months?
but I'm saying down the road.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to know more than we do.
Yeah, he's going to know a lot more than we do.
He's going to be the one teaching us how to do it.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the one. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't get teached. I teach.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm, remember?
Yeah.
Back in my day, gather, like to quote Eliza Schlesinger now.
Oh, I love her.
Come, children, gather around the Snapchat, and I will tell you a tale of the landline. It's like, and the hysterical part about that is she's not wrong.
She's not.
We're elder millennials. We know of all this shit. Trust me, we're gonna do. I think we will be doing. Like, this is definitely gonna be Spooktember. We will be definitely talking about all this stuff that everybody has, because I mean, digital versus hard copy brings up such an interesting debate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they're like, honestly, okay, example. All the Comic-Con photos that we do, like, I like having a physical copy of my photo to hang in my house.
Yeah.
But I also will pay for the digital. So I can instantly share that on social media or through it, like however I want to share it, or just to have it in case, God forbid, something happens to my hard copy photo.
Exactly.
Right. You know?
And you know what's really with that? I did the same thing, except I did it in reverse. But this was way before when I went to Alaska, I had, the cameras where you click, like
disposables.
those. I didn't have a digital camera back then. I was 13. My mother wasn't going to go out and buy me a digital camera, so I had the disposables. I had 97 of them. So when I took that to CVS, they cried. But all of my photos from Alaska, from the Yukon, from Denali Park, Nome, Dead Horse, everything is physical. And if, God forbid, like, let's say, like, something like a fire.
Negative.
Yeah. Like, not even, like, let's say I have all of them developed. Fire happens. I lost all of that.
Which is what brings me to, like, a lot of people sit there and be like, oh, well, that's why you have a scanner. That's why you scan it in digitally. Who the fuck has time to sit around for hours at a time and digitally scan in every single photograph
If
that
any
they
one
own?
of the Feinics Gate fans wants to personally help me scan 3,000 photos, please hit us up.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Call
Let
us
us
on
know,
our
yeah.
live. Call us on our live show and let us know that you volunteer as tribute.
Yes.
You know?
3,000 plus photos.
And after that, you can help me with mine.
Oh God,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
and for a long time I was helping my mother with hers
Yeah.
because you gotta understand that she's not like I'm scanning in stuff from my mother's childhood and my grandmother's childhood because now obviously because I'm the archivist of our family.
Same
So
here.
I keep and hold everything, and that's not even counting all the stuff that I have that I need to still scan and upload. But it is a long time, and that also takes up space.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm not going to scan in the photographs and then throw them away
Wait, you're not going to throw away that.
No.
You're going to keep the hard copy of the photo.
and still have a digital one.
Exactly.
So, which is better because I'm taking up megabyte space on my computer or
And-
on my external drive or in the cloud, which is to me unsafe because then people can see things that I don't want them to see.
The cloud is just too cloudy.
Yeah.
I don't. I know it was a bad joke.
No, it was good though. I liked it. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I tease. But let's not get it twisted. If I had the opportunity for certain things to go digital, cool. But like, okay, here's an example. During COVID, you had the choice of a digital concert. Who the hell wants that?
I didn't even
that-
do that. Like,
yeah,
why
that's
would you?
kinda
What am
wild.
I gonna do? Rock out and headbang in my living room? No,
Yes, that's exactly what you were doing.
I was not because I just didn't watch
No,
it. I
I'm
was
saying
like,
that's what it was.
yeah, that's but
I'm sorry. That's something that will always need, quote unquote, the hard copy of is music.
Yep.
seeing
A
live,
live
Seeing
show.
live shows.
I need
Because
it.
there's something about a live show that you just the
magic.
The magic.
The
You just
magic,
feel-
you feed off the fans.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
remember actually my first Nightwish concert. There was a guy, shirtless guy. He looked like Jesus Christ walking. He was Jesus. And that was the first concert that they played in a long time with Floor Jensen. And they actually sang Ghost Love Score for the first time on American soil.
Ooh.
When I tell you, me and this random stranger held hands and headbanged our hearts out because we knew what that meant. It was crazy, and I'm not going to do that in my living room. I'm not going to have heavy metal Jesus holding my hand.
Not even that. It's not the same.
It's not.
It is not the same.
Yeah, but like now to flip it the other side of the coin, for example, during this whole pandemic, movie companies are now posting or streaming their movies online.
Like, for example, Mulan.
Just came out the other day.
Yep.
And Bill and Ted came out the other
yeah.
day.
Which everybody says is fantastic and we need to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just watched the original one last
Vin
night. It was great.
Diesel's what was that, Bloodshot? Yeah, it wasn't that great, but
We do not speak of these movies.
well,
No.
But like you also got to understand that the digital streaming service with DC,
yeah.
I'll give it that. Like I am not shitting on digital. I just technically, when it comes to most things, prefer
You're in
hard
between.
copy.
You're in
I'm a switch.
No, you were definitely in between. I would say back then I was more into having the hard copy, but now I think it's just easier just having the
That's
digital.
bummer.
You know, I was just like, what?
But I do also think that it is also because of our generation. We knew what it was like to have DVDs, VHS, cassettes, CDs. We knew what it was like. And then when all of a sudden, instead of having to carry around a fucking... Because here's the thing. I'm going to age myself, and I'm going to do a TikTok thing also. If you know what ESP is, and I'm not talking extrasensory perception, yeah, you might be an elder millennial like us. Just a smidge. But I'm gonna because it's unfortunately that time of the hour. I personally am gonna leave my final thought on digital versus hard copy as this. I say certain things can never be digital. Concerts are one of those examples.
Yes.
Other things, yeah, I'll get it in a digital copy, but I may also want the option of hard copy. I might. So please, if you are one of those major companies that do these like things that we are speaking of, please offer us the choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing I hate with digital. Sometimes it's the only thing you can get.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
I hate that. Because
So-
I want the choice. Because I was the kid that had to drag their textbooks to school, and then now all of a sudden it's on your iPad. It's like, no, I want the physical book.
I have back problems because of that.
Exactly. My JanSport, I went through a lot of JanSport bags. but
Either way.
But with your my final say is I'm the same. I'm the Switch. Like I can do a digital copy, but there's certain things like books that I cannot have.
What about you?
Digital.
What about you,
Yeah,
Nandy?
yeah.
What's your final thought on this?
My final thought, I think I've turned the tide. I think I'm going
Full digi?
Full
full
digit.
digi to an extent.
Can I call you a DigiNan?
Fine.
Fernando, your now name is DigiNan. Instead of a Digimon, you are a DigiNan.
DigiNan.
That is your
need that-
podcast name handle from now on. You are
You need the
DigiNan.
an. You need the an.
I'll stop calling you Nasty Nandy, and you are now DigiNan.
DigiNan.
I like it.
Oh, jeez. No, but like I said before, there are certain things I will never see a digital copy of. However, and yeah, I would then have to get the hard copy because I would want it. But then if it's available on digital, then I'll get it because in a way I'll never lose it.
Agreed.
Because
Unless the computer that it's stored on just
Unless
dies.
something happens.
like my iPod. Oh,
Rest in peace, iPod.
Oh my god.
So many music just lost.
Yeah.
Which, okay, is thank you for the cloud so I don't lose my shit, but whatever.
The cloudy cloud.
The cloudy cloud. On that note, Feinics Gate travelers, you have joined us once again. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and our Facebook pages and on all of the actual media that we said you can be found on. Where we will be coming to you. Literally, I'm really excited for Lithy Scrolls.
I'm so excited too.
I am.
Really, I'm really excited.
I am.
I'm gonna post both books up on the Instagram. So if you want, even like certain people, they actually look at the pictures of the book to get to. They don't even read it. They're like, oh, here it is. This is the book I'm looking for. Oh, Shadow and Bone. Okay. So.
Where did I hear that?
Where did I hear that?
Earwigs.
So I will be posting that on our Instagram as well, so you guys can, try to find it. If you want it digital, cool. Hard copy, cool. Just read the book.
Yeah. We will, like I said, we're going to be really in this Spooktember, we're going to be revamping a lot of what you're going to have with the gate because Halloween is our new year.
Yeah.
Like that is our thing. So leading up to Halloween, when Halloween hits, the November 1st is basically going to be a brand new gate. Like, so every year we're going to go woof, like the Phoenixes that we are, and we're going to bring you something brand new.
Exactly.
So literally for Spooktember and for October, just expect all sorts of things. And however you got, like, honestly, we want to hear from you. You like it? You don't like it? You like this better? You prefer to have this? Or bring something back from the past?
Yep.
Let us know. Like, hey, we really liked it when you did this.
We want your input.
Tell us everything that we need to know, everything that you want to know. Give us ideas. Subscribe. Like us. Love us. Live us. And DigiNan, thank you for joining us.
DigiNan. No, wait, hold it. DigiNan.
thank you for having me again.
Yeah, no, thank you again for joining us. And as always, my beautiful co-host, Lithy. Yes. So, yeah.
And my beautiful host.
I'm all right.
Yeah, shush.
I'm all right.
You're gorgeous.
Aw, thank you, darling.
Gorgeous.
Marvelous,
Thank you,
darling.
darling.
Marvelous.
Yes, well, on that note, we are going to close the gates once again and come back to you live. Well, not live, but we'll live at the end of the month. But we
Yes.
will be back next week with another fiery, fresh episode. I think it's going to be the Who You Got Challenge next week.
Yep, I think so.
Because your first lady of the rounds is competing for the belt. So,
Yay!
yeah.
Vote.
Let's see who I get first.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll be determining who goes to battle for me. So, tune into that. And tune into the second rounds. Obviously, our brother podcast with our brothers from other mothers. I am the first lady of the rounds, and I am the hostess with the mostest in Spooktember. Hashtag Spooktember. And as always, Jade and Lithy will see you next week.
Yes.
Join
next
the Jade,
week.
join the Lithy. Hashtagging. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.